And welcome once again to Nook's Tavern, the in-game, in-studio podcast, all about Animal Crossing. My name is Kurt Booten, and joining me, as always, is the Tango to my cash, Mr. Philip Keating.
Hi,
But,
Kurt.
hi, Phil. But did you know that if you'd like to support the podcast, you can go to twitch.tv/Nooks Tavern, or you can go to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern, and for just $1 a month, you can help make this podcast better. And we can get nice things like these glow-in-the-dark pumpkins over here and this anatomically correct model off to my right.
Yes, any money we get from Patreon, we take right to Nintendo.com and turn it right into bells that we can spend right in game.
Right. And for just the $5 a month level, I can finally get rid of this disease that makes my skin purple.
I think you wear it well, having bruises all over your body.
It's been a rough week.
Yeah, I had too real.
I overdid the ring fit.
Hey, at least you're putting that in-game item to use.
I am. So, what's been going on in your island?
Well, I had. We'll get the easy things out of the way. I had that bird show up on my beach again, old Gulliver, and again he gave me something that wasn't a wig. So
Ooh.
I got the pagodas off of him, which I was pretty happy about.
So that was Gulliver, not Gullivar.
Correct. I had Gullivar, and he just gave me a pirate wallpaper. So right to storage that went, because I don't think I'll actually use it.
Yeah, like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I logged in today, October 1st, right when I got home from work, and I started doing everything. I bought all my pumpkin seeds from Leaf. I even put down dirt flooring and put in up fences around my pumpkin patch.
Wait, you found dirt flooring?
Yeah, matted dirt.
Where did you get that?
It's weird. Like, I Googled it, and it was the first thing that came up. I didn't even put Animal Crossing. I just Googled matted dirt, and it came right up for me.
That's really weird. I've been hunting forever.
Oh, weird. Yeah. I mean, it's pronounced Google. I'll show you. I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
But no, I think now, like right now, this is where I'm starting to make my push into my 5-star island finally, right?
Nice.
I'm getting extra fencing down. I had to dig up a lot of flowers to put down the pumpkin patch. And when I started digging those up, I was like, well, I might as well start putting flower beds in, right? And protecting them so that they don't go anywhere.
Yep.
But with all the DIYs that are coming out for Halloween, it's just like everything that I see, I need them, and I need to put them up. This is the first holiday since March, since game has released, that I am excited to actually craft and make things.
Yeah, I know that you were saying that none of the other stuff really interested you. So
other than that pipe organ that my friend never got me, like there's been nothing that I've cared about.
Well, that's too bad. So yeah, I'm this actually. I'm going to end up re-engaging with the holidays with this particular one because there's so many really cool things that you can do. So I'm looking forward to it as well. And just learning that Leaf is involved again. I like the fact they're reusing.
Correct. Now I just hope that at some point in the future he gets his expansion onto Nook's Cranny, or how about a third upgrade for Nook's Cranny? That would be nice. We've had those in the past. So
that would be nice. I just wonder because I felt like I've heard that they weren't going to do that.
Possibly.
But I'm just again, 3 years worth of updates without an update to Nook's Cranny.
And I'm also going off of previous games, right? There's always this at the level that we're at right now is always second tier until they open up like their supermarket. So we'll see.
Right. I always, I went back and thought about the GameCube version, and when they released the second floor of Nook's Cranny, that was just, it was one of those, oh, cool, even more stuff to look at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still waiting for another expansion of the museum as well.
It has like a cafe?
Yeah.
With another bird inside of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be great. Yep. Maybe get a coffee.
Sit down, listen to some
Yep.
tunes.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You know, dreamers.
Dreamers. So yeah. So there's a lot of news.
Oh, is there? Did we literally release an episode and then the day after, not even 12 hours, a direct update came out? Is that what
Yes.
happened? Oh, wow, weird.
Weird. And what was really cool about it, honestly, was a lot of like our speculation was absolutely true.
Oh, well, you know, I have an uncle who works at Nintendo, and
Oh,
I kind of had the inside ear on that, so.
is that Uncle Mario?
Yeah,
Is that...
I mean, that's his last name.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
First name Luigi. last
Correct,
name
yeah.
Mario.
Luigi Mario, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
of course.
canon.
It's canon.
It is.
So yeah, Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
So what are you the most excited about? Was it just the DIYs?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, a little bit, right? I'm really excited that farming is now inside Animal Crossing, you know?
Yes.
And that not only is farming in, it allows us to also, like fruit, pick them and then make things from them if needed and wanted.
Right. The one surprising thing for me was, for people who are watching live, my skin tone is purple, my eyes are red. If you had asked me if they were going to allow you to change skin color like this and eye color and everything, I would have said no. They're not going to bother going back to do that. They'll just cover it with masks or whatever. And I love that. I love that they're open to that kind of thing.
And I've got a couple things to say about that once we get a little bit deeper into the show, but
Okay.
I agree. I mean, you kind of look like a Grandpa Thanos.
Oh, I do. Wonder if I could get a custom. Okay, I'll have to work on that.
Work on it.
Right. So, one of the things that I didn't put in the news, but I definitely wanted to mention and forgot about it, so I'll just say it now. Amiibo cards are coming back.
Yes. Yes,
They're going to
yes.
be releasing them. They're going to be about $6 a pack here in the United States. And I don't know what the conversion rate is. So let's say in Australia they'll be, I don't know, $75.
Yeah, I think that
something
tracks.
like that.
That tracks. I've got friends in Adelaide. I think that's right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yes, they're coming back. They're they're $5 like they normally are, and it's going to be interesting to see if they do what I want or if they do what Nintendo constantly does.
Oh,
So-
so what are you thinking?
I think that they're not going to release enough for demand.
Oh, in that case, in that manner. Okay,
Correct.
yeah. And are they going? Well, so they're going to be Amiibo cards, right? So they'll have the chip.
Correct. They've done this before. They
Right.
stopped printing them because why would you continue production on your Amiibo cards when possibly the newest, biggest Animal Crossing is about to hit?
Well, I can see them potentially becoming a little surprised at that until a week after it was released.
And also, the factories probably were very closed for a very long time.
For a very long time.
Very long
right.
time, yeah. So I'm being rude, but
Are you going to buy any?
ooh, you know what? I might buy a single pack, but I don't. You know what? I don't know. I'll probably get a pack, but I'm not really one to go out and like gamble to hopefully get a villager that I want. You know?
That's the bummer. That's the bummer part. I'd love them to release series or pack numbers with a known quantity of who's in each pack.
I mean, I'm sure that stat is out there already. Like the analytics are probably out there because these packs aren't something new; they're just being re-released. And there is a secondary market. I mean, a traditional card can go for about $5 just for a card,
Right.
unless you want, the high-end villagers that everybody's been looking for. So, but here's the real thing before you go on.
Yeah.
Is that I am going to buy that first pack, and then the child is going to be like, oh, hold on, this is a thing, Dad? You know how much I collect Pokemon cards, right? And I'll be like, they only made one. He's like, look me in the eye when you tell me that, Dad. And I'll be like, no, there's only one of them, bud, and this is it. He's like, we're going to Walmart right now, Dad, to pick some more of these up. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Well, so here's the question. yeah, they talking about re-releasing, right? Reissuing.
Yep.
What about the characters that are not in the game or that are not in the cards? Are they going to make a Raymond card?
Yeah, I guess they have to, right?
Kind of, they have to. I mean, I guess technically they don't have to, but given all the hype around Raymond, I would think they have to.
Well, you got to think, right? There's been enough time for these characters. Well, no, there has to be because if their intent was to always release these cards, but the factory's getting closed down in March, kept that from happening. I'm sorry, November, December, whenever the Chinese factory's closed. They had the designs already made for each card.
True.
They had all these, leading up to release. So
Right.
I'm sure it's there. I mean, Raymond's in the handbook, and
Right.
the handbook only got pushed because they couldn't produce them. So no, I think they're all in there and they're all ready to go.
Yeah. So
Sure.
that'll differentiate though.
It
Right?
will, most certainly. Shall we just hop right into the news?
Yeah. Why don't we?
All right. So, with this new patch, some popular hacked Animal Crossing items have been removed in the spirit of holiday. The Halloween holiday. What
Yeah.
what got removed, Kurt?
Well, one of the big hacks was Harv's fence because he had a really cool log-based fence that people were putting on their island to kind of go with the, I would guess to go with like the cottage core stuff that people were doing and whatnot. And yeah, I'm a little surprised it's taken this long, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, yes and no. So, like before, they've removed special tree items, right? Your star fragment trees
Right.
and all those other trees. I get them removing that because you can manipulate, your own DIYs and to make things that you don't have enough crafting materials for. But with a fence, like what's a fence? You know?
Yeah, yeah. So this is the thing that kind of puzzles me, and that is, I can see them removing it because it's a hacked thing, right? You don't want people hacking things, but why not add it? Like officially add it.
But we don't know what their plans are.
That's true. It could be a Christmas fence,
It could be a Christmas fence.
or it could be the let's raid Harv's Island and arrest him fence.
I don't know what
And,
that means.
well, it's a new holiday that they're introducing in February, right after Valentine's Day,
Got it. Got it.
and that's only because Valentine's Day is the day that Chris Hansen goes to Harv's house. Well,
It's
has a talk.
February the 5th.
Yes,
Yeah, I plead the 5th.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Cool.
right. So, yeah, I don't know. You're right that we don't know what they have planned, but um, let's hope that they actually do release that because it is a cool looking fence.
It is, but I mean the code is already in the game, so
Right.
they
Right.
I don't know. You know? I'm sure they have a 3-year plan as they constantly remind us. So you would expect at some point that's going to make its way down the pipeline.
Right. The
But I'm
article
also I'm
Oh, go
also
ahead.
talking from the point of view of somebody who doesn't use too many fencings around his island.
Right. And I don't either. I mean, I've got a little bit, but it was more to like separate my gardens, and
Sure.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What this article that we were sourcing from didn't really say are what the other hacked items were or are. They just talk about the fence were some of the most popular hacked items. Um, it could be other Harv items as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
yeah. So, and then they also you can't purchase posters from the catalog if you've been gifted them.
Really?
Yeah, and that used to be the case. So what was happening was people were cataloging the posters,
Oh,
and so they've taken that away.
look at
So
that.
and I believe I will tell you that I believe that they're doing that because of the Amiibo cards.
Oh, well, that makes sense as well. You're right.
I mean, that's the only because the only other way to get them is from the actual villagers or via an amiibo.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So,
Yeah, and
um,
we got that poster from Jack in the mailbox,
right,
today, which is pretty. I like it. I think it's a really nice poster. So,
I do too. It's pretty cool.
yep.
So, all right, so that covers that. This next piece of news is really tips and tricks for growing the pumpkins. And did you have a chance to look at this at all yet?
Nope. I'm gonna do it live.
Cool. So one of the surprises for me was that there were 4 different types of pumpkins. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's great. You've got your green, your white, your traditional orange, and a lighter orange or yellow. One of the two.
So here's what I'm wondering before you get into this. DIYs that require pumpkins, are they requiring specific colored pumpkins?
Oh,
Or any
100%.
pumpkins?
100%. No, it's certainly going to be determined on the color of the pumpkin. Just
Oh,
like,
no. What I mean is, let's say if you could make your pumpkin stack that we have here in the studio, right?
yep.
Will the DIY specify the color of pumpkin you need to use, or can you use any combination to make different combinations?
I think it would actually come down to, are these DIYs customizable?
Right. Okay. That would make sense as well. Yep.
But
So
I'm not sure yet.
okay. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and go through that?
Sure, like we said, there's 4 different kinds of pumpkins. There are 2 different places you can purchase them from. If Leaf is in your town in the square, you're looking at 140 per pumpkin, or you can get a 5-pack for 700. I suggest stocking up because if you have to get them from the Nook's Cranny, they're 280 per, or 1,400 bells when you buy 5. So it's about half price. It's not about. It's half price to get them from Leaf. So I'm guessing just like on Earth Day or whatever we called it back then, Leaf is going to pop in and out every so often. So
Right.
stock up now. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cycling my picking and my planting so that I constantly have something, ready to go.
Right.
And I don't know if these pumpkins regenerate or if it's kind of a one-time thing, kind of like money trees, or if they regenerate like fruit. I would think they regenerate like fruit, but I don't know right now.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they said it, but they don't appear to see it. Or say it rather. But there are 4 stages of growth.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah.
Another thing
Uh,
with the pumpkin patches is that you should be watering them daily.
right.
One pumpkin start can produce as many as 3 pumpkins when it comes full term. So, just keep your pumpkins watered, which made me go into my basement, my storage, and actually find a watering can and actually equip it back onto my circle panel. My favorite circle. So,
Right. This article seems to indicate that once you harvest them, you have to plant more.
and that's kind of what I figured just going off of how pumpkins work as an actual plant. But also, it keeps you continuously spending bells and buying more pumpkins to put out there.
Right. Right. And at least they're not stupid expensive either. So for the plants.
No, especially if you're shopping accordingly and getting them all from Leaf when he's in town.
Exactly. So why don't we just jump into the DIY end of things? Because we do have a list of there are 17 DIYs in this particular event, and pull up the right tab here.
So I can start it off because I have it
Yeah.
open.
Okay, there you go.
So let's go through them. You have the Spooky Arch, the
Ooh.
Spooky Candy Set, the Spooky Carriage, the Spooky Chair, Spooky Fence, Spooky Floor, spooky garland, spooky lantern set, spooky rug, spooky scarecrow, spooky standing lamp, spooky table setting, spooky tower, spooky wall, and spooky wand.
I do like the spooky wand.
It's a lot of spooky. Now, in the show notes, you will see this article, and in the article, it breaks it down exactly what you need. You know, 1 pumpkin, 3 candies,
Right.
or, 3 pumpkins, 3 hardwoods, some softwood, depending on the product that you want to make. All of the materials are going to be in that article for you.
Right, and so to kind of answer the question we were talking about just before, they basically do say by using yellow, white, and green pumpkins at a DIY workbench, you can change the color of the items.
Got it.
So they have an example of the spooky standing lamp. If you want to make it green, you need 2 green pumpkins in order to customize it.
Perfect. So there you go. You don't even have to burn a customization kit. You just got to make sure that you got the pumpkins on hand.
Right, and and it looks like, they're talking about you can change the color. So it looks like you have to use the orange pumpkin first. It just doesn't look like they're requiring you to use the customization kit, but it is a customization.
Correct.
So that's cool. Have different colored towers and all these. So really, 17 DIYs now turn into times 4, 68.
Yep.
If you want to be complete.
If you want to be complete. Ugh. That's too much.
Well, we know people that will.
I know we do. What stands out here for you for all these DIYs?
Oh boy, I kind of like the candy set and the carriage. The spooky scarecrow is pretty cool too. I mean, the towers are cool because I think they look cool around the islands.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of it. I don't care about the table, honestly. The spooky wall I'll get and never set up
Until they come up with your being able to transfer rooms out with the touch of a button with a wand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which that's a quality of life thing that I think would be awesome.
See, I don't know, man. I like this spooky fence with the pumpkin built into the iron.
Yeah. So what was funny is I was looking at that and I wonder what the customization is going to look like.
Well, probably nothing.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, probably nothing with that. But also, this spooky scarecrow. Oh, I want him. I want him so bad.
Yeah. Yep.
And even the hanging lamp. I enjoy that standing lamp.
They're
a lot.
all really cool looking.
Yep, most certainly. But I think the most thing I want out of everything is this spooky wand.
Spooky wand. It's funny. I was bummed early on. I was bummed out about the wands because I was hoping that each wand would have their own costume slots, so that like you could even have like seasonal rotations.
Sure.
And that still bugs me a little bit, but the wands are pretty cool.
I have not crafted a wand yet, so this is hopefully going to be my first
the basic one.
Nope.
And you didn't do like a fishing tourney or anything like that to get the fish wand?
Nope.
Wow.
No. Oh, that's right. We had a bug off last week.
Yeah, we did.
Did you do anything for bug off?
Nope. Completely missed it.
Let me tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
I got home from work at 3:00.
Yep.
I was like, I got time. I have time. And like that guy in the Twilight Zone, I fell asleep, and I woke up at 6:05, and I was just like, I had time. I finally had time.
You're Burgess Meredith crying on the steps of the library.
Most certainly. Like, Kurt, I fell asleep with the Switch on my chest. Like, I was there, logged on, ready to go, and I fell asleep.
with a bug in your net, you fell asleep.
Oh God, I was so disappointed with myself.
Oh boy. Well, there'll be other bug offs.
Yeah, for me to miss.
Well,
The
you
only
know,
thing bugging off is me, Mister.
right. So yeah, so I missed the bug off completely.
Good, good, good.
Um, well, there is a fishing tourney coming up. You want to do
Oh, I'm
that?
looking forward to it.
I
Looking
think that
forward to it.
is not this weekend. Yeah, but next weekend.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for for October.
Well, yeah, but we have the Halloween events that's going on the entire time. So
Right. What I mean is, yeah, for those kind of competitions. So, so yeah, that was pretty cool. So let's see. We've already talked about the pumpkin starts are half the price at Leafs. So really, don't go to the cranny and buy any. Don't support the Nook tyranny, is what Bagman would say. Um, so this is outside the game a little bit. This next thing from Nintendo Wire, you can now get physical Animal Crossing rewards on my Nintendo with platinum points. So I went and checked how many platinum points I have, and I have not nearly enough to get anything.
okay.
How are you doing?
Oh well, I have a lot.
You do.
I started putting in my games when the Wii came out or the Wii U, somewhere around there, right?
Yep.
So every time that you could buy a 3DS game or a Wii game or anything, you would register it on its site, and then back in the day, you could just there was a shop, and anytime you want, you could just trade them out and get things sent to you
Right.
that you can't buy anywhere else. So I was pretty adamant on keeping on top of that and getting stuff from Nintendo that I really wanted and enjoyed.
Right.
Like there was a game for the Wii U and the 3DS called NES Remix.
Okay.
Where are you familiar with this game?
No.
Okay, so they take classic NES games and they do different challenges inside the game.
Oh.
So it kind of takes that game that you know so well, but just tweaks it a little bit to make it interesting. And as the levels go on, the challenges get harder.
Right.
So they had a limited release of an NES Remix shirt come up on the My Nintendo Rewards, and I jumped all over it.
Oh. Okay.
But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, these things are going to be hard to get because, like Nintendo does, everything's in short supply. When they were doing the Mario 35 event, there was a button pack
Oh, right.
that was up on the website. If you completed, certain missions, you would then be able to apply to get these button packs, and within I think a couple hours, they were gone. So if this is something that you're really looking forward to, I would say stay on top of it and don't hesitate because it could just finally sell out and never come around again.
Right. Yeah. Are you thinking about getting any of the items?
The only thing I would get would be the keychain.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked and I wasn't. I don't really care about the keychain. But the bags, no. I would consider the bandana, except even that. I wish I had a better design.
So look, it's 2 canvas bags for
Yeah.
800 platinum points. You get a bandana, like he said, for 600 platinum, and then a Tom Nook keychain for 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have 120 platinum points.
got it. So you're not even close.
No.
And I'll pull up how many I have over when we go into break.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, yeah, and it's just it doesn't excite me as other things could have. If they would have put platinum points for Amiibo cards,
Oh yeah.
that'd be a no-brainer.
Yeah. No kidding.
Or even like a subtle Animal Crossing T-shirt. Nothing
Yeah.
too outstream. Like just if you just had the Dodo logo without even the words Dodo underneath it on a
That'd be
flat
cool.
blue, it'd be a
Yep.
cool shirt.
Yep. Yeah. They have physical shirts and whatnot. Like they have a Nook Hawaiian shirt, but it was like $25-$30. It was just real money. So,
And Hawaiian shirts are out of fashion right now.
unfortunately, I hate that. Hey, that's okay. So without going into that anymore, so this next item is Animal Crossing Nook Link app gets a neat new feature.
Yep.
And is this updated on yours?
It is not updated on mine yet.
Mine either. And they're doing a rollout.
Yeah, and I was looking forward to this because the thing that is really coming to a change is the ability to use your emotions, your emotes, right from your phone.
Right.
Which would be perfect for us doing this live in studio because
a lot easier.
I have my entire list of emotes right there, and I don't have to pull up menus and set favorites or anything like that.
And the audience won't have to see you doing that.
That's my main point. Like, they don't
Yes,
have to watch
yeah.
me go into the menus to do it. So it's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. And we didn't even mention this, but we have new emotes, new reactions coming in game for Halloween specifically.
Can't wait. I can't
So,
wait for that.
That's pretty
gonna,
cool.
You know, just in the studio, we'll just boo.
Yeah.
It's got to be something like that, right?
Yeah. It's like one is a haunt, the other one's like
Oh, that's right. The
scared.
Haunt. I forgot about that. Yep.
You know, the lights might go out.
Right.
Oh my God! Look at the poster behind us. That's the jack-o'-lantern. That's the one that Jack gave us. It glows in the dark.
Oh my God.
Holy moly! Oh man, I
That
didn't even
looks
notice
awesome. I had no idea.
that. All right, I'm gonna have to play with that more once we get done streaming. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Candy has now been introduced into the game. Candy can be bought from Nook's Cranny inside the cabinet where you would get most of your things. You can only buy one per day. So,
So annoying.
Candy is going to be part of some of these DIY recipes. Candy is going to be given to your other villagers for certain things. I would say don't miss any. Can I go?
Have to, right?
But
I mean,
but can I go to a friend's island and get candy, like one piece of candy from their island? I don't know yet. I'll probably check that out tonight.
ooh, I'll check that out on your island.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When we're done the actual show, why don't you run down and see if you can buy one from me?
Yeah. Now you said it was part of DIY, right?
Yeah, there's some that take the candy for DIY.
I just was. Oh, it's the spooky candy set.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and I wonder if those are going to be different for every. Okay. I can't wait to explore that a little bit more because they're just really cool designs. All right. So, very, very cool. Let's see. Do we have another? We do. Oh, well, we've already talked about that. The DIY crafting recipes and how to get them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably time for a break then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, stick around. All of you on the podcast land, enjoy the ad. Oh, I want to see.
I want to go to your store right now.
You know what? Why don't you run down and do it?
Really?
Yeah, we got time.
All right.
Oh my God, I can't believe
That's
it.
so cool.
Hi, everybody. As we wait for Kurt, let
Oh,
me.
see. That's how you get me.
Let's see who's in chat. We have a swat named Emily A10 by 6 Doxic, Commander Root Freckleface, Get Affiliated _ now, Kilted Pipe Guy, and Lurks. Do you like my Audrey Hepburnstein Bears costume? Nailed it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you nailed it. Yep. Nailed it.
I'm so glad that ring fit
Works.
works perfectly.
Yep. All right. Oh, there's your Nook's Cranny. All right.
You
Going
just-
in. You already bought the candy though.
I
Right?
bought mine, yep.
Going in.
So, you know what? As we wait for Kurt, I'll give you guys a tour of my pumpkin patch.
Nice.
Since he's out of studio, I might as well leave the studio as well.
I could buy candy.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good
Now,
to know.
I just wondered though.
Can you buy it
gonna-
from your own island now?
Right. Right. One per customer per day. I'm buying it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I would have
because
to buy it
it's
anyway.
yeah, it's the same thing.
Right.
So here's my little pumpkin patch. For now. What I'm gonna do later on is dig this fencing back up, lay the dirt down so it's completely enclosed in dirt, and do that. It should look nice.
As I'm walking out of Nook's Cranny, Emily's walking in. All right. Where's your pumpkin patch?
It's north of my house.
Oh, okay.
There's a little bridge, like north of my house, that leads you right to my pumpkin patch.
Gotcha.
So Emily says she could buy the candy as well, and I would perceive that she probably bought candy before she came to my island.
Right. Well, I mean that'll be telling, right? If she says that she did.
So yeah, she said so. I was able to buy 2 candies today.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
You know what that means, right? It's gonna be a whole bunch of us going. Can I come to your island?
Yeah. Hey man, you got any of that sweet candy?
Can I have candy? Can I have
Yeah.
candy?
I
Need
need
my fix
that.
today.
I need my fix of that candy.
You got the Snickers? Need some of that Reese's.
What's your favorite kind of candy?
Reese's.
Reese's Pieces or Reese's Peanut Butter
Oh
Cups?
no! Come on, peanut butter cups.
What do you mean, come on?
Yeah.
Don't you give me that.
Nah.
You're an idiot.
Nah.
You're an idiot.
Nah.
You know what my favorite candy is?
Starburst, you psycho.
No! But I do like the ones that nobody likes.
Of Starburst?
Yeah.
So strawberry?
No, everybody likes the strawberries. I like the lemons.
Lemons. Yeah.
No, I'm 100 years old, and my favorite candy is Dots.
Dots will. I mean, they're fine. They're fine. But those things, they're fine if you need teeth pulled.
What?
Dots. Wait, you're not talking about the candy buttons.
No,
on the
not
paper.
candy buttons. No,
Right.
that's
You're
those
talking
are
about dots, which are like
yellow
the gum-
box.
Yeah, the
gumdrops
from hell.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah, those things will pull your teeth right out of your head.
Nah, not if you don't chew them. All right, bring us back.
And welcome back, and thank you for hanging through the break for Nook's Tavern, the in-game and studio podcast all about Animal Crossing: New Horizons. And we are just gonna jump. Oh, just breaking news! Breaking news! If you go to a friend's island, you can buy a single piece of candy from their store as well.
Yeah, we did. We did that during the break.
We did that during the break. So go visit each other's islands. You can get more than one candy a day.
Game the system.
Game the system. So community spotlight.
Yeah. You want to take? You want to take picture one?
Yes, I do.
Imagine.
Imagine, if you will. Imagine for a moment you're able to talk to animals. Now, imagine you're unable to speak. A raccoon is giving you a loan with no term. You've just entered the Tom Nook Zone.
Well done, Kurt.
Thank you. So this first picture is simply somebody took. It looks like a star flooring and a star, and it might not be this. It might just be a different flooring and wallpaper, and made it look like the Twilight Zone and dressed up their character like Rod Serling, and it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous in its simplicity.
It's so good. They have an eyeball painted on the ground. They use the horizontal panel and print a door on it.
Yep.
So if you're looking at it, it's not on the wall. It's actually floating in the space.
Right.
You know, the clock, the classic clock is there. It's just, it's so good. And that's the thing about it, man. It's so simple as well. And it just works. It works perfectly well.
And we got this from Reddit, and one of the things that I loved was the comment section. There's just a bunch of the Twilight Zone imagine if you will, and just people just write
Just riffing
all
off of
kinds
that.
of stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
completely riffing off that. And it's just the only disappointing thing is that it wasn't a video. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would have been so cool.
Yeah. No, I got that, and I agree with you. Like, just the intro for the Twilight Zone would have been so good.
Yes.
But I don't know. I kind of enjoy just the black and white picture that was delivered.
Well, and it does make you think about the Twilight Zone if it was in Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Just like,
completely.
what could this be? So it was, yeah, it's great, and it really is very simple, very cool. So what's this next one?
Well,
I saw this one.
this is probably one of my favorite things about Halloween, which is Dias de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead.
What
And
the-
somebody went out and made a Day of the Dead shrine. Sugar skulls are one of my favorite things on the entire planet. I love them. Coco, favorite
Yeah.
Pixar movie of all time.
Oh, really?
Nothing will
Okay.
top Coco for me because, you know, just the entire message on family, plus it having to be about a young guitarist trying to find
Yep.
his way, and just the sugar skulls galore in that movie. And somebody has recreated it. You know, they've taken the radios, the skull radios, and they've customized and painted them. The female puts on a beautiful skeleton dress. Her face is painted. Everything about they have a turtle shrine
Yep.
in the back. Oh, geez, what's it called? Hold on. It's got ofrenda. They have an ofrenda with pictures on it, praying for their lost family members.
Yep.
Even they have cobblestone on the ground that looks like flower petals, which is a huge part of the Day of the Dead. So it just
Even the rest of the design looks like it was chalk or the dust painting.
correct.
And just it's gorgeous. I did not realize you could customize the skull radios like this.
I've never tried. So
Neither have I, and that's amazing.
it's either a heck of a well done Photoshop, or they're
Doesn't look
customized.
like it
No,
at
it doesn't look like it at all. It looks perfectly in game, perfectly made.
so cool. So cool.
So I saw this and I was like, I'm in love. I'm perfectly in love with this.
Absolutely. That's very, very cool. And you brought this next one
So
too,
I
right?
did. I like when people bring Animal Crossing outside of the game.
Yep.
And somebody most certainly did to the highest extreme.
Yep.
This is an Animal Crossing tattoo,
Wow.
which has one of my villagers on it. Diana, the fawn, is on it, and it's just it's just so adorable.
I was just thinking adorable.
And
that was the word.
She's doing the flower reaction, the pure joy reaction in the tattoo, and they even have the smoky lines around her, the aura around her with sparkles. And I don't remember the other deer's name. Do you?
No.
Yeah,
I
me
really
neither.
don't.
But it's in cherry blossom season, so it really just works. It pops, and it's kind of adorable.
It really is. The only thing I'll say is that it was taken at such a high resolution that if you zoom in, you can see pores.
Oh, okay. Well, please don't do that, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't do that.
Don't
Unless you're into that.
don't do Kurt. Don't do what Kurt does.
Yeah.
So
You like me.
it wouldn't be a community spotlight segment if we didn't bring some sort of music with us.
Yes.
So, Kurt, explain what you brought for the community spotlight today.
Okay, so I was
Imagine.
Imagine, if you will, a musician covering Animal Crossing, but not with a traditional instrument. Or maybe it's the most traditional. It is an accordion. This guy did a cover of the Welcome Horizons song as an accordion cover, and I giggled my butt off watching this because the dude looks like he's dressed like a pirate, sort of. He's got a bandana around his head. Looks like he's wearing a cape, but that just might be the way that the accordion straps are. And he is largely expressionless throughout his playing until he's not, and it's just fun. This guy's name is Jackson Parody, or Jackson Parody, however he pronounces it. He's got like 58,000 subscribers. This has got 1,400 views, and I love it. I loved it. It's well done. It's just him sitting in his room, playing the accordion, and his expressions or lack thereof just made me laugh. And it's a great cover on top of everything.
Yeah, very, very talented accordion pirate that seems so annoyed that he's playing the accordion.
Right. So it's just, it's great. It's great.
It was great because Kurt was like, all right, I have 2 videos you have to choose from. And he told me the first one. I said, all right, what else you got? He's like, the video that we're using. And then he puts it into my inbox. I was like, you have a gift, sir. Yes, this is the video that will be chosen.
Yes, it was awesome. And there are some other things that in the video that I find fascinating. Like, you've seen the videos where people blow into bottles and do tunes, right?
Yeah.
It looks like he's got an instrument set up made out of Bud Light lime bottles in the background on the right. I want to see more of his videos now.
Kurt, I'm pretty sure that's just a 12-pack of Bud Light Lime.
No,
you know, the traditional pirate drink.
Right. Don't drink, kids. So it's
Bud Light Limes.
Don't drink Bud Light Lime. Ask your parents. I love that. We really didn't have a whole lot of time for extra music because there's so much news all surrounding Halloween. So, but yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, good find. Good find.
Thanks. We do have one other thing that we didn't talk about in the news segment.
Oh, yeah?
And that is Animal Crossing birthdays.
Ah, yes.
So what we're going to start doing is just letting you know whose birthday it is. And if you've got them on your island, make sure you get there during their birthday because it's just a fun time.
You know whose birthday it was this week in September?
Whose?
It was Beardo's.
Beardo.
Beardo,
Nice.
my weirdo.
So today is, there's not a lot that have multiples on one day, but we get 2 this week that have that. But today, the happy birthday today to Boyd and Raymond.
Oh.
And then tomorrow is Diva.
Okay.
And on the 3rd, which is Saturday,
Good job.
Be thinking about this, is Big Top, which is that island, right?
Yeah.
That island, that elephant.
Yeah, no, it's the island.
It's the island.
It's the island, the Big Top Island.
Yeah, Big Top Island.
Yeah.
And on Sunday
big brain.
is Goose, who I think is on my island. Let's check again. And on Monday is Elmer. On Tuesday is Biddy and Tex. I'm not familiar with Biddy. Do you know anything about Biddy?
Nope.
Cool. And on Wednesday is Cobb, the only talking corn in the entire game.
Yeah, the most ultra rare villager. You know, the sentient cob of corn that roams the countryside of Big Top.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what would be really cool is if our listeners would send us pictures of them with their islanders that are celebrating birthdays.
Oh, I think that's a dope idea.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly, when I went into Beardo's and I handed him that gift, man, I took a couple pictures with him. So,
yeah, of course. Yeah,
just tweet that over at us at Nook's Tavern or send it to us in a Facebook message at Nook's Tavern on Facebook.
Nice. And that's pretty much it for this week, I think.
Yeah, I got an email. Well, no, it was a message through WhatsApp from Bagman. He said he's working on something pretty big, can't be disturbed at this moment. And then apparently he threw his phone into the ocean.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy now that he's not throwing them in the fires because they're burner phones. And, it finally took some time to get that through his brain that a burner phone you don't actually have to set on fire. So,
Well, I
it's
think
good.
him throwing them in the ocean actually kind of helps us a little bit because that's where we really get the spare parts for Gulliver.
Yeah. Yes, true.
It's not finding his communicator.
No, it's
He
just
probably
finding
just dropped
parts.
it under
Yeah.
his seat.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So let's wrap this up.
Okie dokie.
You can follow the show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Nook's Tavern. This episode of Nook's Tavern was brought to you by our executive producers, B-Mel. Want to support the show? Head on over to patreon.com/Nook's Tavern and support where you can. It's greatly appreciated. If you have the time, head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review or share with one of your friends that is still playing that we do this little show. Thank you to Emily Swan for her album art and the wonderful weekly art that she produces for every episode here at Nook's Tavern. Support her over at patreon.com/a swan named Emily. Have a story about your island or about your pumpkins or costumes that you're wearing? Email them over at nookstavern@gmail.com. Join the wonderful community over in our Discord at tiny.cc/nookstavern. Kurt!
Yes.
Where can people find you?
They can find me all over the place, but on Twitter, I'm at VO by Kurtz. On Twitch, I'm at Kurtstable. On Mondays and Thursdays, I'm over on FTH Beyond doing the podcast about Marvel Strike Force. Thursday evenings, right here with you, doing Nook's Tavern, the one thing that you're listening to right now. And my solo podcast that I do is called Storytime with Kurt, and we're in the middle of reading Great Expectations, but we might be putting that on hiatus to read some spooky stories.
Spooky Grandpa?
Maybe Spooky Grandpa.
Spooky Grandpa. I am Philip D. Keating, the imaginary nomad himself. I started those Tuesday streams back up, and we are playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I might move that to Monday because it's an easier day for me to stream. I'm on Botched, a D&D podcast. Check that out over on twitch.tv/botchpodcast. I'm on Almost Daily Discord. You didn't let me finish, Kurt. Over at Almost Daily Pod on Twitch every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And guess what? I have picked a game for Philip Scared Stupid.
Ooh.
So that will be starting up in due time, and any time you can come and watch me get frightened over on that twitch.tv/imaginary nomad. Anything else, Kurt?
Shake some plumpkins.
And harvest your pumpkins. We'll see you next week, nerds. Are the cops coming because of that joke? I hate you, Kurt.
Oh my god. It was funny because I thought, don't say Blumpkin.
It doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna end my recording.
I suppose you could leave that in, but the parents, the kids, maybe we'll get some press.
We're good.
Oh my god. Oh. That's hilarious.
Oh, guess what I did for the first time in months today?
Eat?
Nope. I harvested my fossils.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Just for some cash?
To give them as gifts for villagers, because you get giant stat upgrades to your friendship levels.
Really?
With bones, yeah.
I didn't know that.
What else did I do? Oh, I didn't get to talk about this, but you in chat, you guys can still hear this. People have been doing custom costumes since you can change the color of your skin and your eyes. So here are some of the best ones that I saw in-game on Reddit. I saw people do zombies.
Yep.
Princess Fiona and Shrek.
Yep.
Sadness from
From Inside Out.
from Inside Out. Somebody did The Witcher. I saw Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
Oh, cool.
This one was the best, right? Somebody did Ian Lightfoot from Onward.
Oh. Okay.
But what they did was they went to the store and got a pair of slacks and then put them out on the ground because they stand straight up, so it looks like the father who is halfless.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that incredible?
That's so cool.
I saw someone do.
Onward doesn't get enough love, by the way.
No, that's a beautiful movie.
Yep, it really
It
is.
really is. I wish my sibling and I were friends, because then that movie would mean more to me. But it's such a good movie. I saw somebody do Jane Lane from Daria.
Oh my god.
And then a really, really, really good weird one was somebody did Elfie from Wicked,
Very cool.
but not as the Wicked Witch. When she was wearing the hoodie, the blue beanie,
Yep.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the Elfie
okay.
they decided to do.
All right. All right.
Which it was just like, okay, interesting move.
I've got an idea for one using the skin color.
I bought him. I just haven't messed around with him yet.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I mean, other than my own.
Yeah,
But I have an idea for one. I just don't know if I can
pull it off.
pull it off because of the restrictions to body types.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's very cool. I'm a little surprised how much I'm enjoying the Halloween thing already, and the anticipation to do more.
What do you want to call the episode?
Oh, right. Gonna need a lot of plumpkins.
I hate you.
I know.
I really want to call it Gumdrops from Hell.
Yeah. Ring Fit, more like ring. Oh
Nope.
no. No.
Spooky, scary. No. No.
Oh, how about this? How about just imagine if you will?
Oh, okay. Yep. Put it in the show notes. That's what we're going with.
All right.
Imagine, if you will, an island full of pumpkins. But you have no can to water them with.
Sitting on your toilet,
Kurt, we're still streaming.
and you're getting rid of your apples to make room.
Petro! Petro tried to leave my island last week.
Oh, really?
Kathy Bates him, though.
Oh man. I was just chatting him up too.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. I got eyes.
Imagine, if you will, a 3x7-inch wooden frame. A frame that's a gateway to a world of imagination. Wipe your mind on the welcome mat. You're about to enter the Tom Nook Zone.
Boo-doo-doo. That was a really bad Doctor Who.
Although,
It's as if I haven't watched that show in 6 years.
there's something about that though. I wish that like during the low years of Doctor Who, back in the late 60s,
Yep,
they had no
I remember.
no budget. They had no budget, so there's just some dude.
I could do it. Alright, I think there's still a swan on this island, which I need to remove. 3 people hit me up today saying, "Hey man, have you heard of this game? I think it'd be really good for your scared stupids."
Oh.
And
yeah,
it was already the game that I have chosen.
Oh.
I'll tell you off stream.
Okay. Fall Guys.
Small guys.
Small Guys.
All done, small guys.
Imagine, if you will, an announcer you can barely understand. He refers to... You're not quite sure what he said. He seems to be eating something, or perhaps he's a little drunk. It's remotely possible that he just said something about the Tom Nook song.
Where's my money?
Where's
Where's my money? Where's Rachel?
Imagine, if you will, a dog playing a guitar. I got nothing else. That'd be cool.
Swanson, I know you're here somewhere. Oh, somebody bought something out of my store.
Was it the big teddy bear?
No. Pum, 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 pum. I saw a funny ad of on Reddit talking about how at the end of Halloween the Animal Crossing pound is going to just have so many discarded Luckies.
Yep.
I said, no, that's pretty funny.
Yep.
Through the eyes of a mummy. For just a couple bells a day, you can save this mummy dog.
Mummy dogs like this around the world are often malnourished.
Emily! Get out of here! Get off my island! I said get! Get out of here!
Get you.
Get! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for Kurt to upload that old, what's that called, an episode?
Yep.
I'm gonna head on over and play some Mario 35 and kind of give you guys a preview of what that looks like. We'll wait for the load screen to back out. Put that back on. I'm gonna turn my camera off here, Kurt. We'll save and quit here. No, I'm legitimately excited about constantly tuning in for this.
Constantly tuning in.
For like signing in and signing on.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Especially if you can only get one pumpkin or one candy from your island a day.
Right. We're definitely going to get a lot of folks in our Discord saying, "Island's open."
You think so?
Get your
I mean,
candy.
I think only us patrons really use it all so often now, right?
Yeah, maybe. You don't think Shannon's going to be more apt to do it?
I don't know. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I look like. You hardly see me on cam. Let's chroma key this background down. Perfect.
The video's really good, by the way. The game, the video behind you looks nice and sharp.
Oh, it is. It really is. I'll put myself dead center. Special battle is pretty dope.
Huh.
So it's cool because the bar line, like where my shoulders are, that will show you upcoming enemies.
Oh, all right.
Because every time you kill an enemy, it gets pushed onto whoever you choose, so that you can have a little bit of a like a mind's eye on what's coming your way. The best I've done is 3rd place. And then I spectated to see, like, okay, how long are these two guys gonna go? And they were doing great. And then one guy just misjudged his jump, like a real simple jump, and that was it.
Actually, I meant to ask this about Tetris. Are you targeting?
I always target.
You do?
In Tetris, yeah.
Yeah.
And I always change my targeting depending on how the game's going.
I generally don't bother.
Oh, you have to. It's actually, like, essential to the gameplay.
Well, I mean, with Tetris, I haven't won Tetris, but I mean, I was like,
That was
top
dumb,
5.
Philip Daniel. Great. That was a waste
like
of
top 5
coins.
without doing that. Man, it says it's 43 minutes. Download.
That was dumb, Philip. Nope, that's it. I died. 11th. I know it's gonna be like my new obsession for a while.
Yep. Well, especially since we know it's going away.
It's so bummer, unless they're like standard pack is free, but if you want like how they did with Tetris, there was a way to buy in to get extra content out of Tetris.
Yep.
Oh, dope. Perfect. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. Because anytime you kill an enemy or finish a level, you get time added on to your time.
Okay,
That was shenanigans. Stupid Philip Daniel. This cheap island is certainly cheap.
user in the chat room get affiliated now.
Yeah.
I want my affiliation.
And I want it now. I have a structured stream and I need fans now. Called JG Wentworth 877 Twitch now. Damn. Oh great, somebody put in an extra Bowser for me. Thanks. Nope. And a cheap. Alright, just run. Oh, I got exactly what I needed. Would I land in 4th? Yeah. Darn.
Oh boy.
What?
I'm just watching the stream. You got so hosed.
Yeah, but I got the item I needed, and I jumped, killing myself. Scoop be doop beep boop beep doop.
Well, an hour 13 minutes remaining to download Mario 35. That seems wrong.
It took me 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying I've got plenty of it bandwidth. So.
You need bandwidth.
Oh, that might be it.
Scooby Dee
I
Bop.
wish there was a way to connect to the internet to the bot.
There is an Ethernet port on it. Right? On the inside?
I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, because a lot of online Smash tournaments require you to be hardlined.
Yeah. That's true. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah, buddy.
Ready for the other show.
Good show tonight. Have fun tonight in your other show.
Yep, you too.
And,
That's-
darn.
All right,
See ya.
see ya.
That's not what I wanted. Well, serves me right. Alright guys, we'll do one more run on this old Mario 35 game, and then I gotta start editing my audios so that I'm not up all night doing it. Last time. I got a message from Brittany. Oh, lucky. Ooh, I'm just getting targeted left and right. Not today. No! Ah! Ah! No! Ah, shucks. It's alright. This game's a lot of fun. Alright, everyone, thanks so much for coming out to Nook's Tavern. Check everyone out. We gave you the links and all that razzmatazz, so enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you next week.